Yo, what's the deal, everybody? It's your boy King, man. Um, got a video for y'all today, man. Feeling good, feeling like recording. Um, I just got done watching one of my homies' videos. Fellow Pistons fan, fellow Pistons analysis guy. East Warren LB. Check his channel out. It's East Warren, capital L, capital B. He said a lot of true things, and he did exactly what I've been wanting to get off of my chest, man, because I'm so sick of Twitter and these Facebook groups, man. It's so fucking funny, some of the stuff that comes out of these people's mouth. Before I get into that, though, um, take note that the Washington Wizards lost again to Sacramento. I had them down to win that game, and they surprised me when I checked my scoreboards this morning. They lost again, pushing them farther away. So it's definitely, I'm going to guarantee you, my prediction, I'm going to guarantee you the Detroit Pistons will make the playoffs. I said that. And I'm not jumping the gun either. It's just because I looked at the schedules, I analyzed the schedules, I know how basketball goes. They're going to make the playoffs. What spot? The eighth seed. I had fans, kind of mad about me saying that they're not going to stay in the seventh spot. Well, if they do, then it's pure D luck. Because Indiana's schedule is ridiculous. It's stupid easy. They got Orlando and Philly next. And, we got some tough ass teams we got to play. Our schedule is like fucking Grey Poupon, and their schedule is like fucking Frenchie's mustard. So I say that they're going to make the eighth seed, which I want them to be anyway, because I still want them to play the Cavaliers, man. I do not want them to play Toronto. This guy commented and said that Toronto is their first trip to the playoffs. I said, what the hell did you watch last season? First trip to the playoffs, and they're young, and this, what? Like, no, man. No. Toronto is number 2 in the East. Last year, I thought they went really, really, really deep in the playoffs last year. Maybe I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm crazy. But anyways, like, some of the stuff I hear, it's a bunch of bandwagon fans. They jumping back on the bandwagon. They abandoned Detroit these last 6 years because Detroit wasn't the team that they were in 2004. This is a mirror of what happened with the 2014. Everybody threw the Pistons away, and then all of a sudden, the 2014 make it to the finals. They get to the playoffs, then all of a sudden you got Pistons fans everywhere. I hate people like that. Go be your Golden State fan like you were. Don't try to come back to Detroit. Well, Detroit was where my heart is at. No, it wasn't. Motherfucker, no, it wasn't. Stop lying. Um, everybody got a secondary team that they might root for to be the team that they can't stand. I went for the Spurs to beat Cleveland, but I'm not a Spurs fan. I'm a Pistons fan. Okay, for instance, NFL. I'm a Lions fan. Yes, they piss me off. I can't fucking stand them, but I'm still a Lions fan. That's my squad. Ever since Barry Sanders. Did I cheer for the Seahawks? Yes, but you didn't see me buying Seahawks jerseys and fronting like I've been a Seahawks fan from day one. I just wanted the Seahawks to beat the team that I didn't want to win. Simple. A lot of bandwagon guys coming back over, man. Trying to act like they know the Pistons and what's been going on these last couple of years, like they know the roster, and just saying all type of stupid shit, man. So, yeah, Pistons eighth seed definitely are making the playoffs. You can forget about it. They're in. Um, Because, like I said, they show up and they play against teams that they're not supposed to beat. I don't give a damn if Durant and Ibaka didn't play yesterday. Last time I checked, when the Pistons beat their ass, Durant and Ibaka was playing. So yeah, Durant chucks up a lot of shots. That the young fella that was hitting them shots in that last games, Durant may not have hit all of those shots because Durant doesn't play. Okay, Westbrook, Durant. Westbrook would not have taken all of those shots if Durant was playing. They would have split those attempts. So just because he didn't play does not mean that they automatically would lose. That's not how it works. Because if they would have beat our ass without Durant, then what would people be saying? I don't want to hear that bullshit about Durant didn't play or Ibaka didn't play. Ibaka, every time Drummond plays Ibaka, he abuses Ibaka. Dunking on him and shit and all type of stuff. I don't know what the fuck people talking about. But anyway, that's another subject. Um, they play good against teams that they usually are fitted not to beat. They step up to those situations. That's the mindset of a young basketball team. So, yes, we have tough games, but I'm still looking for them to win. I think they're going to beat the shit out of Dallas Friday. So, pushing us even farther ahead. So, with that being said, man, he said some funny stuff, man. Some true stuff, too. He forgot about somebody. Jody Meeks' bum ass can go, too. They need to get rid of his motherfucking ass. Just like he said, I would keep Aaron Baines. Me personally, I would keep Anthony Tolliver as a bench guy because he's a shooter. He may not be able to go to the hole, but he doesn't play small forward or shooting guard. He's a power forward. A lot of power forwards don't go to the hole. I would keep Anthony Tolliver. Um, I would keep Aaron Baines. He's a great compliment to Drummond. I would keep you ain't got no choice but to keep Stanley Johnson. But, people want Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow ain't shit right now. Stanley Johnson is a rookie. He's fucking 19 years old. And on that topic, who's over 25 on the roster right now? Like, what, two people? I mean, you know what I'm saying? These guys are young, man. Back the fuck off of them. They're young. First season that they all playing together. I don't give a fuck who you are. You have to have time to gel together. Did Miami win the very first year that they put that super team together? Fuck no. They didn't win the championship. And those are perennial all-stars we're talking about. So what do you think is going to happen with just a bunch of good players? You got to stop thinking like a fan so much and think like a realist. They are young, man. They have to gel together. It's a plus that they're going to the playoffs. That's a plus. Because when you put a team together like this young, with new guys, and you trading people here and there, people don't usually make the playoffs. How many teams do that? It's not many. So, I mean, give your team some credit. Give Stan Van Gundy some credit, man. Back the fuck off of it. Just back up. Keep your mouth shut. If you don't know what you're talking about, just shut up. Stop going off the emotions after you watch a game. But yeah, like I was saying, Stanley Johnson, Aaron Baines, Anthony Tolliver. I personally don't like Hilliard. I feel like his game is just not it. It's just not it. I'm not saying to get rid of him. He's a rookie. But I wouldn't have him as a primary backup guy coming in. I would keep Reggie Bullock personally because what I was watching, my man can shoot the goddamn ball. And in Stan Van Gundy's offense, you have to play defense and you have to know how to shoot the ball. Stan Van Gundy's offense is not about driving to the rack and shitting on people. That's not how you get down to Stan Van Gundy's offense. In order for it to work, you have to be able to camp out in that corner or at the top of the key, get that ball and knock down shots. And that's all I've been seeing Bullock do. Knock down shots. So guess what? That creates a threat. They need to keep that. So, I mean, hey, I would keep Bullock personally over Hilliard. Steve Blake. Man, in every one of my fucking videos, I done tried to tell people about Steve Blake. Won't nobody fucking listen. Yes, he can pass the ball to Aaron Baines. He gets Aaron Baines off. But he cannot play defense. He can't check nothing. He can't check a box on a sheet of paper. His offense is terrible. He has the most funny looking jump shot I've ever seen in my life. He is no threat whatsoever. He's old as fuck. Get rid of this dude. Do not re-sign this guy. I know Stan Van Gundy is not because he got sense. But this is to the people that's out there like, well, Steve Blake is solid. No, the fuck he's not. No, he's not. Because if they're not, if the other guys are not managing to score, Steve Blake ain't gonna do it. Steve Blake is sure not gonna do it. He can't do shit but pass Aaron Baines the ball. So yeah, I mean, forget about it. Just stop the stupidness, man. Stop it. Jody Meeks ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't been shit since he was here. He hit a couple shots every once in a while, but his defense is horrible. Jody Meeks is another Rodney Stuckey to me without the ability to go to the rack and get an and one. His feet does not move on defense. He has horrible, short, little, stubby legs, and they do not fucking move. He can't check nobody. We need defense, man. The problem with the Pistons is not playing defense. That's the problem. Bringing low energy, not playing defense. You play defense, that creates offense. Jody Meeks, to me, I can't stand him. I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand Cartier Martin when we signed him a long time ago. I mean, those type of guys, leave them on them garbage teams and let them be what they are on them garbage teams. Next season, we got a good shot at Ryan Anderson. I've been reading a lot of stories. A lot of writers have been putting stuff about Brandon Jennings out there. If he can't get something that he liked and the Pistons come with a better offer, it's a chance he can come back here. It's a chance. Small little chance, but it's a chance. And I wouldn't mind to have him back, to be honest. I miss him a lot. Man, I miss Brandon Jennings. Tobias Harris, young guy, plenty of time to develop. A lot of players had to develop to go a different direction when they came in this league. It's even players that switch hands shooting in this league. Tobias Harris is very young as well. It's going to take time. So, Pistons fans, chill out. Your team is going to the playoffs. Be happy. Back the fuck off, people. Because while y'all talking about this bench, your starters, some of them ain't shit either. And you know where I'm going. To that Bobby Smurder looking ass Reggie Jackson. Like I said before, everybody get excited when he do this little fourth quarter thing. Me, personally, knowing basketball, that shit ain't going to work. Especially in the playoffs. You can't just show up in the fourth quarter. It don't work like that. You got to play the whole game. And you got to get your team off. Reggie Jackson does not do that. Pussyfoot around the whole game, and then in the fourth quarter, he gonna try to act like he a star. If anybody should have been celebrating, it should have been drumming for them big blocks that he was making. It could have been anybody, tell you the truth, but him. So yes, Reggie Jackson is not the guy to me. I'm not gonna move on that. I'm not changing that. At this current moment, he's not that guy. He's young though. But at that current moment, to take the Pistons deep in the playoffs, he's not that guy. He's gonna have to develop. He's gonna have to develop into the same player that Chauncey was. Because when Chauncey first came to the Pistons, he wasn't the guy. Chauncey was like, "Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna get my points and shit, whatever." And then he developed into that point guard. And if you don't believe me, they got it's interviews on YouTube you can watch with Chauncey. Said it out his own goddamn mouth. But people don't even remember back in them Chauncey ages. Because a lot of people on here are young. Or a lot of people on here didn't pay attention until they got in the finals. And they only seen new Chauncey. when Chauncey first got here, he was the travel man that could score. He was Rodney Stuckey, man, before he became Chauncey. So, yes, Reggie Jackson right now at this moment is not the guy. Not saying that he can't turn into the guy, but right now he pisses me off. Because Drummond could be dominating, man. He will not give Drummond the fucking ball. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. He won't give Drummond the ball. I mean, right now, instead of Reggie Jackson, I'd rather have Will Bynum motherfucking right now. Because guess what? Will Bynum, when him and Drummond played, nobody could stop them. And this is a guy off the bench I'm talking about. Nobody could stop Drummond and Will Bynum. Will Bynum will drive it to the rack, and if they take it away, he'll toss that damn ball up there and Drummond and throw that bitch down somebody's throat. We need that type of point guard. We don't need one that's trying to be, the star or playing keep away. You're not the guy. You only got $80 million. Drummond is going to topple your contract. He's the guy. He's the franchise. You need to feed the beast. But at the end of the day, these is my opinions. So, no need for anybody to get mad or pissed off. If you agree, you know what I'm going to say. Leave it down in the comments, man. Tell me what you think about it. Share your piece. Tell us about some of the dumbass stuff that you hear from these fake Pistons fans. I'm out, man. I'll catch y'all later.